Here we are solving equations involving rational expressions. The work is a little bit more involved, so let's listen very carefully as we read over our helpful hint. First, factor any denominators that need to be factored so that you can determine the LCD of all the denominators. Verify that you are solving an equation, then multiply each term of the equation by the LCD. Solve the resulting equation. Finally, check your solution. Okay, let's do some factoring. We'll find the LCD and we'll do some multiplying. We see that this first expression that can be factored in the denominator has x squared plus x minus 6. No other denominators require any factoring. So we have x minus 3 over x minus 2 equals this fraction, 2x squared minus 15 is in the numerator. We factor x squared plus x minus 6 into x plus 3 times x minus 2. And then we're going to subtract this fraction here with x plus 1 over x plus 3. The LCD is x minus 2 times x plus 3. That means all three fractions need to get multiplied by x minus 2, x plus 3. We multiply it times the first fraction. We multiply it times the second fraction. It's a little hard to fit in there. And then we multiply it by the first fraction, x minus 2 times x plus 3. Fortunately, in each case, something will divide out. Here, the x minus 2's drop out, so we just have x plus 3 times x minus 3. On the right-hand side of the equal sign, both expressions divide out, so we just have 2x squared minus 15. This final term, the x plus 3, drops out, so we have minus the quantity x minus 2 times x plus 1. If I remove these parentheses, I have x squared minus 9 equals 2x squared minus 15, and I have to take the opposite in sign of x squared minus x minus 2. So when I remove that parentheses, I have x squared minus 9 equals 2x squared minus 15 minus x squared plus x plus 2. Now you notice we'll have a chance to simplify a little bit on the right-hand side. 2x squared minus x squared is x squared. We have an x term. And then we have plus 2 added to minus 15. This would give us minus 13. Subtract x squared from both sides of the equation. Those will become 0, so I just have minus 9 equals x minus 13. If I add 13 to each side, I will get 4 equals x. So we know that x equals 4. Now we'll have to do some extra work to actually check to see if this is the right answer. Now, let's check our solution. We are checking to see is x equal 4 the solution for this equation. Every place I see an x, I'm going to replace it by 4. So let's simplify and see how it's going to work out. 4 minus 3 is 1. 4 minus 2 equals 2. And we're trying to find out, is this true? Now 4 squared is 16. 16 times 2 is 32. In our denominator, 4 squared is 16. And we can simplify this fraction right away. 4 plus 1 is 5, and 4 plus 3 is 7. Let's see if we can complete our simplification. We want to know if the right-hand side is going to turn out to be 1/2. So we first of all do our subtracting. 32 minus 15, that will give us 17. In our denominator, 16 plus 4 is 20. 20 minus 6 is 14. So we want to know if you take 17/14 and subtract 5/7, do we get 1/2? And of course we do. If we change the fraction to an equivalent fraction, we have 17/14 minus 10/14. That gives us a value of 7/14, which is 1/2. Both sides of the equation simplify to 1/2. This proves that our equation is correct and we have found the right solution.